The real circumstances of the medieval Hungarian kingdom's fall are often overshadowed by idolizing historical approaches, just like the Turkish-Hungarian coexistence with its significant downsides. What is the reality according to the current research? The Ottoman Empire was born at the end of the 13th century from the little principalities situated in Asia Minor. When Suleiman I, between 1520 and 1566, ascended the throne, the empire had become so big that it has occupied 3 continents. Its area was more than 1.5 million square kilometers. As the result of the continuous expansions, at the end of the 14th century it reached even the southern borders of the Hungarian kingdom, and during the constant raids the Ottomans have begun weakening the protection of the Hungarian border. Among their military aims was the incorporation of Hungary for using the country's area later as a base while attacking the Holy Roman Empire. As a first step of this plan, during the campaign between 1920 and 21, the Ottomans have conquered Nádorfehérvár, the key of the southern borders. On the 29th of August, 1526, on the plain of Mohács, where the young King Louis II has died, the Ottomans have defeated the main force of the Hungarian kingdom. After the defeat, even 2 pretenders appeared in the country. The Diet of Székesfehérvár, referring to the order of 1505, has chosen the richest nobleman, John Zápolya, to be king on the 10th of November, 1526. Those Habsburg supporter-squatters and prelates who survived the Battle of Mohács raised Ferdinand I of Habsburg to the throne on the 17th of December in Pozsony, on the basis of the Habsburg-Jagiellonian family contract. Within the next 15 years, the armed conflicts of the 2 rulers has widened to a civil war. Both of them tried to be acknowledged by European countries and the Sultan. First, John Zápolya's envoy was sent off to the capital of the Ottoman Empire in November 1527, later Ferdinand's as well in the beginning of 1528. Eventually, the 2 kings signed a secret covenant on the 24th of February 1538 in Várad, since they could not overcome each other. This covenant stated that they helped the other against the Ottomans, they mutually retained the parts of the country they already own, and after the death of Zápolya, his rival will receive his lands. Despite these efforts, the unification of the country has failed. After John Zápolya's death, Ferdinand could not occupy Buda, and the soldiers of the personally arrived Suleiman defeated the troops of Ferdinand. The castle was taken with the trick of the Ottomans on the 29th of August 1541. With this incident, the medieval Hungarian kingdom was divided into 3 parts for more than 150 years: the Hungarian kingdom, the Ottoman Hungary, which was part of the Ottoman Empire, and the Principality of Transylvania. After the fall and the unsuccessful attempt to recapture Buda, the castle war period had begun and it lasted until 1566. During this time, the area of the Ottoman Hungary was broadened. Valpó, Siklós, Pécs, Esztergom, Tata and Fehérvár fell in 1542. 1 year later, Hatvan and Vác had the same fate. The Ottomans occupied Fülek in 1544, Gyula and Szigetvár in 1566. The first Ottoman Buda province, or Vilayet in Turkish, was created in 1541. The second one, the Temesvári Vilayet, in 1552. The ruler commissioned Tamás Nádasdy, the judge royal who later became Palatine, with the endangered parts protection of the country. From 1542, Nádasdy, as the chief commissioner of Transdanubia, systematically began to organize the defense. This protection system, the Propugnaculum Christianitatis, which was running through the country, reached its final version with the guidance of the Royal War Council of Vienna after the Treaty of Drinapoj in 1568. After 1591, no major campaigns destroyed the country. Despite the warlike years of peace, the protection system did not remain without tasks. The border area was double taxed by both Hungarians and Ottomans. Incomes of the Hungarian villages and other invaded areas were used to supply the empire's soldiers. The Spahi raids on Hungarian lands, the submission of the villages even forced by violence, were constant. The task of the Hungarian defense was to stop the inrush and at the same time to collect taxes from the Ottoman-occupied territories. These villages had to pay half of their taxes to the Hungarian kingdom, which often led to the conflict between the soldiers of the Hungarian and Ottoman border castles. A local conflict was the beginning of the so-called Longo 15-year War, which has spread across the whole country by 1593. During this war, the Ottomans led 9 campaigns along the Danube and to the area of Transdanubia. In 4 cases, it was in order to disciple the ruler of Transylvanian Principality, who also joined the struggles. They occupied Veszprém and Pápa in 1593, and they went against the strong castles of Győr and Komárom, the fortresses defending Vienna, in 1594. Győr fell on the 29th of September 1594, which was protecting the route of the Danube in the forefront of Vienna and Lower Austria. The Ottomans have strengthened the fortress, so it became the center of the new Ottoman province. Its superior, Mehmed Beglerbeg, confidently declared that Győr becomes Christian again if the Iron Rooster on the top of the Danube or Watergate Tower, built by him, would crow. This was refuted on the dawn of 28th of March 1598 by the German, Spanish, French and Wallon mercenaries of General Adolf von Schwarzenberg and by the Hungarian hussars led by Miklós Erdődy Páfi. After the blast of the Gate of Fehérvár, the Hungarian hussars with their captain in the front line dismounted their horses, and with an infantry rush decided the result of the battle in a hard and bloody hand-to-hand fight. This victory demonstrated that it is possible to overcome the Ottoman armies. However, the liberation of the Hungarian kingdom's territory could only start from the end of the 17th century.